welcome back to another Skyrim Creation Kit Bootcamp tutorial video. This time we're going to talk about static objects. Static objects include buildings, trees, mountains, dinner plates, fireplaces, and most other of the items within the game that do not have statistics associated with them. Generally speaking, this seems to be how it's categorized in the Creation Kit. I've opened an empty cell to begin. For this tutorial, I'm going to use pieces from the Farm Inn. I'll start by searching for Farm Star Inn and dragging End01 to the render window. This adds the Farm Inn End01 object to the cell view, and it also adds it to the render window. Now find the middle section for this tile set and drag it over to the render window. For this particular tile set, the middle section is just a wall 01. Move the static object around until it fits with the other end piece. You'll notice that whenever you place an object from a tile set onto the render window, it'll have its own orientation already selected. For example, if I move any of these other objects onto the render window, they will already have their own orientation. This is because it's already set up to work with the tiles in this tile set. You usually will not need to rotate an object if you are using it for a standard purpose. Of course, if you're doing something very different from what the tile set was originally planned to do, you might have to rotate it. If you drag the other pieces from the Farm Inn tile set to the render window, you can fit them together. Even though objects use a predetermined rotation and orientation, it doesn't mean that all of your settings must look the same. In fact, they can differ by quite a lot. You can easily change the rotations or not use the grid in order to set up your areas, but by default, this is how the tile set was designed to be used. It still allows you to have quite a bit of flexibility when designing your areas. For example, for this tile set, you could have as many rooms as you wanted on the sides. You could also do other changes to the area by combining it with other tile sets. However, since there's no particular tile object that could work as a centerpiece for the roof, you wouldn't be able to expand the width of this building without using some other pieces from other sets or doing something extremely creative. It's more of a challenge for you as a builder than anything else, and you don't always have to do that. Sometimes an inn is just an inn. The most difficult part of learning how to use static objects is finding the objects that you need in the Creation Kit. It requires a little bit of exploration on your part. You have to at least know the part of the name of the object that you're looking for in order to actually find it. Since many of the objects use abbreviations and it's hard to search for them, you can always browse through the category. By going to World Objects, Static, and Architecture, you can browse through some of the objects that are available for use in the game. You can also right-click on an object and select Preview. This allows you to see it before you place it. You can hit the G key or check this box for the ground plane if it's distracting at all. You can leave the preview window up and select other objects from your object window. This allows you to look at a whole bunch of different objects without having to place them individually. In the description of this video, you'll find links to other bootcamp reference videos about snapping to the grid, moving objects around in the render window, and a couple other things that have to do with objects. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.